we'll be ready to get underway with the Cypress Point Stables Meter 40 Classic. Just minutes now till we begin. And we do want to thank once again Audi of Temecula for their participation here at the Temecula Valley National Horse Show Series. Audi Temecula is part of the Hone Motors family of dealerships, and they've been serving the Southern California area for over 40 years. They've always been about one thing: world-class performance and customer service. From their days, from their cars to their sales staff to their service, they want you to experience the best the world has to offer. Check out the beautiful Audi vehicles around and inside the Audi Grand Prix Arena. I believe on the weekend we'll have some Audi of Temecula representatives here on site to answer any questions you need, or you may have on these beautiful Audi cars. Aon also honored to be part of the Temecula Valley National Horse Show Series. Aon is a leading global professional services firm providing a broad range of risk, retirement, and health solutions. At Aon, they pride themselves in their ability to honor professional commitments. Across Aon, they are united to provide their customers with consistent, high-quality, high-value, and engaging experiences. To learn more, you can stop by their red trailer up there by Hunter Ring 1, or you can always visit their website at aon.com. So I'm hearing from Drew that the top of the order is heading down the hill now and actually through the gate. We're ready to get underway with the $10,000 Cypress Point Stables Meter 40 Classic. Starting us off, it's 359 Duanda of the Lowlands Z. An entry of Rogue 3 of Los Altos, Dakota Maurer riding. 3 knockdowns on the course. It's a total of 12 faults here. 61-351 with a 12 fault score. .209 now, crack 1. Emily Esau Williams is riding for the owner, Seashell Mosley of Encinitas. And there we have it, showing the way here. That's now the time to catch for the rest of the class, 63-722, and a fault-free effort for Emily Esau Williams and crack 1, and they are the time to beat. .610. Here's Gracil and Cassio Ribetti. Cassio riding for Neil Jones of Palm Beach, Florida, on Gracil. Well, they had the time, 62-267. We see the Lugano-Liverpool vertical down there. It's a 4-fault total. And a great time of 62-267. One more reminder about this afternoon's champagne reception hosted by Lugano. It'll get underway at 3 o'clock, probably just about the time that we are wrapping up. Well, it'll be a little after we wrap up with this afternoon's Cypress Point Stables Speed Classic here. But that's 3 o'clock in the VIP tent. Everybody's invited. Lugano hosting that champagne reception. And then a little after 4, we're going to bring the hunters into the Audi Grand Prix ring here for the $15,000 International Hunter Derby. So please join us here, all invited. Lugano graciously hosting that champagne reception, which gets underway here in the VIP tent at 3 o'clock. The first of 3 rides in the Speed Classic here this afternoon for Nikolai Chaim Rus. This is Chili Pepper, entry of Spruce Meadows of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and the first of 3 for Nikolai, entry number 226. Well, it's a great time, 57.074. A pair of knockdowns, however, on the course. We'll pick up 8 faults here. It's an 8-fault score, but we can see now how fast this course can be ridden. 57.074, fabulous time, but with a score of 8. .143 now. 143 is Tornado. Guillermo Obligado is the rider for the owner, Samya Stale. Number 143, Tornado. Single rail down, jumping into the 6 combination there at 6A, just 4. Time on the clock of 70.596, 70596. Second fastest of our 4 falters, and that goes into third here. 601, here's Adele. Entry of and ridden by Bruno Diniz of Delmar. First of 2 rides for Bruno here in the Speed Classic. Oh, a heartbreaker there. Last rail coming down. 59.308 is a great time. But we got the single knockdown at the final fence there. The Equisani vertical. 4 is the score and into second. Our second fastest here. First fastest there. $532 here. Dilaccento, Craig Starr, rides for the owner Mandy Porter on Dilaccento, number 532. And a new class leader, 61.441 and clear. A beautiful ride for Craig Starr and Dilaccento. And they go right to the top. Two, three, four. Unique Star. Hannah Moritzen is aboard for the owner Ritz Fuente LLC of Jackson, Wyoming. Time to catch now, 61.441. Just 2 knockdowns on the course there. 8 is the score. A pair of rails for an 8-fault score. 64-115. 64-115. The time taken on a score of 8. And that's in 7th at this point, with about 30 left to see. Now 261 Merida. Merida, an entry of and ridden by Vigo Bjorklund of Wellington, Florida. Number 261 now, Merida. Well, unfortunately, those are becoming popular rails here. The Lugano vertical at 9 and the final fence, both coming down. A score of 8 in a great time of 58.313, having the time needed, but for an 8-fault score. I do want to remind everybody once again about the champagne reception getting underway at 3 o'clock here this afternoon. Lugano very graciously hosting the reception here in the VIP tent. All are invited. Now 279. This is Del Monde and Allison LaJoie of Trabuco Canyon. So it's again a score of 8, 2 rails down, 69-210 on the clock. That takes over the 9th position right now on a score of 8. Just 2 clears, time to catch in our Cypress Point Stables Classic, 61-441. 115, here's Ircos 4, Eberardo Hegevish of San Diego. Owner rider on Ircos 4. A great ride there. It's a fault-free effort. 70.428. Not quite fast enough to take over the lead, but good for third now. A clear round in a great time for Eberardo Hegevish and Irkos 4. $7.57, whoop-de-doo. Will Simpson is aboard for Cox Horses LLC out of Palo Alto. Well, needed a little inspiration. Maybe Sophie should have gone first, clear and super fast. And we would have gotten it. But that was a great ride and an 8 fault total. Here for Will and Whoop-de-Doo coming home with 8. Really great time, 58.285. $6.74 now, 674. Here's Etalon. This is Kyle King riding for Christine McLean, entry number 674. There we go, well into the lead, 57.355. A beautiful ride from Kyle King. Etalon now taking over the top position, 57.355, the new time to catch. And we'll make a correction here on that last horse was actually entry number 673, Christian. Still leads the way, still winning the class. We just had a little number confusion, and that was Christian, who we just saw, entry number 673. So I know I reminded you a moment ago about the champagne reception, but it's going to be great. And I do want to stress that all are invited. It is in the VIP this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Lugano Diamonds very graciously hosting the champagne reception. Entry for all to the VIP here this afternoon, and we want to thank them so much. It'll continue on through the International Hunter Derby as hunters join us here in the Grand Prix ring this afternoon for that $15,000 derby. That'll get underway. We're looking now probably 4:15, 4:30 for the derby. But as I mentioned, Lugano Diamonds, I do want to stress that they were founded with the vision of creating exquisite, one-of-a-kind jewelry. Each is a true work of art made with the world's rarest and most precious gems. Their global connections allow them to procure the rarest, most unique, and largest stones, and they're exemplified in their stunning creations. You can stop by and check them out at their boutique right here at the entrance to the VIP. Of course, join us this afternoon at 3 for the hosted champagne reception. Our thanks again to Lugano Diamonds for their continued support here of the Temecula Valley National Horse Show Series. So we've seen 13 so far in our Cypress Point Stables Speed Classic. A blazing time, our last to go, set the bar pretty high. 57.355 is now the target time. Two, 6-3. Joining us next, Colicchio. Colicchio, an entry of and ridden by Kenneth Vinter, entry number 263. Colicchio. Well, we finish up with 4 jumping 17 time. Here 21 is the total, 88,759 the time taken. .225. Here's Crusader, second ride in the Classic this afternoon for Nikolai Chaim Bruce for Spruce Meadows. Well, we'll finish up here with a total of 12 over the jumps, 21 on the clock as well. A 33 fault effort. .144 is next to jump here. Second ride in the Cypress Point Stables Classic for Guillermo Obligado. He rides this time for the Woodgrove Farm aboard Indiro van Soybroek. Entry number 144. Well, we see 3 rails down on the course, both at the snapback combination there at 6A and B, and the Oxerat 10. It's a score of 12, 63,692 on the clock with 12. Temecula Valley National Horse Show is grateful for the support from OSPHOS, the only FDA-approved intramuscular biphosphonate injection for the control of the clinical signs associated with navicular syndrome in horses. Thanks again to OSPHOS for their support. 585 comes through the gate now. 585 Triskel de Curlevin. Hayden Zadell rides for Serena Anand of Trabuco Canyon. All the way to the end. It's a heartbreaker when that final fence falls. A beautiful round, but we've got a score of 4 with the Equisani vertical coming down at the very last. 63.401, the time on the clock with 4. And at about the halfway point here in the class, that goes into 7th. Here's 792. That's the number assigned to Lourdan and Nael Nassar of San Diego. So a single knockdown, picking up 1 time penalty as well. A score of 5 for Lourdan and Nael Nassar, 72.415 on the clock. So right now it's Kyle King and Christian in the lead. Time to catch here, 57.355. Craig Starr and Deluxe Ento coming in second. And it's Emily Esau Williams and Crack One. In third, in the fourth spot, Eberardo Hegevish and Irkos 4. Those are our 4 clears, and they're fast. Target time now 57.355. Here's 609. Panama. Casio Rivetti back with a second ride. Panama's owned by Neil Jones of Palm Beach, Florida. Well, we see 2 rails down at 6A and 10. It's an 8-fault total, 69.200 on the clock with a score of 8. That'll be out of our top placings at this point. Right now, it's a 4-fault score in a time of 70.596, holding on to 8th. That's Guillermo Obligado and Tornado. So to be in the ribbons today, needs to be faster than 70.596. .285, Akumonia and Morgan Kaplan of Oakland. Well, darn it all, the Lugano vertical once again coming down 61.316 is the time. It's a good time, and with a 4-fault score, that'll still go into 6th place right now. That second fastest of our four falters here this afternoon. Still just the four clear in the Classic. Two, 222. Coffee to go. Third ride for Nikolai Chaim-Bruce for Spruce Meadows. This is Coffee to go. Well, it's just a single rail there. A good time of 60.719. Taking a real look at the Liverpool, but clear there. Then fence number 10. Catching them a score of 4 in the time of 60.719. And that now becomes 6th here. Your 753. This is Chicharito. Will Simpson riding for the Will Simpson Stables. Chicharito now and Will Simpson. Well, darn, just catching the front rail there at the Evergate Stables. Oxer at 3. A score of 4. 66.391 is the time. And that goes into 10th place here. So we have 8 remaining now in the Cypress Point Stables Meter 40 Speed Classic. 8 left to jump. I do want to give a shout out to a number of the sponsors that we have. As I've mentioned so many times, but really bears mentioning more and more, that this caliber of event, this kind of event is just not possible without the generous support of so many. And those include just a short list here of the many that participate: the Evergate Stables, Equestrian Lifestyle Boutique, Equifit, Shires, Jet Pets, Professional's Choice, La Sara Medical Group, Interactive Mortgage, and Jet Martin Equine Spa. We thank them so very much for their participation here in the Temecula Valley National Horse Show Series. So it's still Christian and Kyle King in the lead on that 57-355, proving a pretty hard time to catch now. .544, this is Simpatica 33 and Wendy Thompson of Solana Beach. And it looks like Wendy's going to opt to retire. Always a wise choice. If sometimes you just don't feel that your horse is where you want them to be in the moment, always a good choice. Equitex custom stable products are handmade in beautiful Napa, California. From stall drapes, awnings, and custom horseware to tack trunks and stable accessories, Equitex offers a wide range of personalized products for the discerning equestrian. You can contact Equitex at equitex.com to learn how you can put your business's best hoof forward. So we'll give our next rider just a moment or two to finalize their preparations here. All of these. Don't forget to visit the vendors located throughout the showgrounds, as well as in the ringside tent here at the in-gate end of the ring. In the tent, you'll find Osphos, Go Nano, Style on the Go, Lucia B. Jewels, and Skiffington's Fine Apparel. They're just a few of the sensational vendors that we have here scattered throughout the showgrounds. So making their final preparations here at the in-gate and set to step through. Joining us, the first of, I believe, 6 remaining. This will be entry number 763. It's Cooper. Angel Caroli rides for Joan Hope. Our next to show here in the Cypress Point Stables Speed Classic. Still sitting with just those 4 clear rounds. Quite the spread in times between our top 4. Leading the way with the clears, the time of 57.355, and in 4th, 70.428. A clear round pretty much guaranteed of getting into the money here in the Speed Classic. So here now, Cooper and Angel Caroli, number 763. Two knockdowns here for Cooper, score of 8, and the time 71.799. That's not going to change our top placings here in the Classic. Angel Caroli and Cooper with a score of 8. First of 4 that remain in our Speed Classic. This is 605. 605 is Creso VDL, an entry of Skylark Equestrian of Edwards, Colorado. Karen Bannister is aboard Creso VDL, entry number 605. And unfortunately, there a second disobedience, and there'll be no score here today for Cresso VDL and Karen Bannister. So 3 remain in our speed derby. Don't forget, those of you who are just arriving, we do have yet to come the Hunters making their appearance here in the Grand Prix ring this afternoon. It ought to be a fantastic class. The $15,000 International Hunter Derby will get underway. We're hoping right around 4:30. Prior to that, however, Lugano Diamonds is hosting a champagne reception right here at the entrance to the VIP tent. Please join them. All are welcome for the champagne reception. That gets underway at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then we continue on with Hunters in the Grand Prix ring. We're looking at probably about a 4:30 start for the $15,000 International Hunter Derby. And a few of our final 3 here, all with multiple rides. And we did have a couple of last-minute scratches from the class, so giving them just another moment or two to put on their final preparations. Kindred Bio is a biotechnology company focused on saving and improving the lives of your pets. Kindred Bio believes that equine family members deserve the same high-quality medicines as human family members. They have a strong pipeline with innovative drugs and biologics in development made to meet the needs of the horse, the owner, the trainer, and the veterinarian. Kindred Bio, proud sponsor of the Temecula Valley National Horse Show Series. And here we go. Now, looks like possibly the first of just 2 remaining. 649 Solo Concept and Laura Height. First of possibly just 2 now remaining. Time to beat, remember now, is 57,355. Well, it's an even dozen around the course. 3 rails coming down for a total of 12. Time is good, 59,623. We've got the 12 fault score, however, and that will be out of our placings here this afternoon. So this is going to be our final entry now, 726 Footloose. And the third ride in the classic for Cassio Rivetti, riding for Caliber Show Jumpers LLC. Well, just a bit of a misstep there in the combination. It's a 4-fault score at 6B. Jumping out, 4 is the score. 63.021 is a good time. That will finish in 9th here on that time of 63.021. So that was our final entry in this afternoon's Cypress Point Stables Meter 40 Speed Classic. We're going to give our riders a moment to get prepared to come back into the ring now in just a few minutes for the awards presentations. All right, we can see the course being adjusted here for the Meter 20 amateurs coming up next. We have a single class before we go to the Hunter Derby. Prior to that, of course, we will be bringing our top 8 back into the ring in just a moment here for the awards presentations for the $10,000 Cypress Point Stables Speed Classic.